There we go. Okay, back to just driving through. Here I am, just driving through. Back up a little. I want to try and take the top off that ridge, but no more. That's good. And that could do with a little bit more light, guys. So there's another. It's the tail ridge again. No, stop backing up. Go forwards. Forwards is a good thing. Let's go. So that there, when the back wheels hit it, is too high. Very carefully. We should have no issues getting over that bit now. Unless we slip off the side. Come on, tractor, you can do it. Seriously. Go, go, go. Come on, go. Okay, that one there, maybe. Just floor it. We're trying to finesse it. There we go, we're through. It's just going to take so long to get to 100% on all three of these. Power, power. Yes. I could just concentrate on the middle one by doing it like this. Figure eights. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Yes. Figure eight always means I'm going through from that side. Let's change that. Oops. try and keep the chaff inside the bunkers. There'll be less cleaning up to do later. Making 2 passes on this one for every one I do in the other 2. We should be getting that one to a complete state sooner. To 65. Okay, let's speed up time to times 15 so we can bring on the sunlight quicker. We'll get back to foraging that field. Oh, cows are down to 9% grass. That's not a good thing. I probably should check animal water as well. And the sheep are probably running out of food. Okay, animal warnings. We have 153 pigs and it gets very upset when you have more than 100. $155 sheep, and again, it's more than 100. Manure gets upset over 70,000, so that's not a big deal, but cow grass, we're down to 7%. So we are going to need to top that off in a minute. Going. You can do it. Stay on it. There we go. Okay, that one's up to 70. I think we're going to take a break from this for a minute. Off, engine off. Let's go find some more equipment to play with. Suppose we need to go and find out where to play with it. Okay. Cows need grass. Cows need water. Sheep need everything. Let's find the Hurleman. There. Still incredibly dark. We do have Actually, we don't have a lot of bales in here. I think the plan was to bring more, or do more, at the next grass cutting. Do a couple of bales of hay, or a stack of bales of hay, so the sheep have some spare. We got a ton down by the cow farm, but the cows are going to need all of that, probably. So I don't want to steal too many of their hay bales. This was really just a tide over for, okay, one, maybe two more, until the last harvest of grass. Yeah, it was. There will be some more later. Let's just put it that way. I need to get all three of those bunkers up to 100%, but I'm going to try and get it done during daylight hours so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Plus, I don't want my animals dying off. Well, not that there's much risk of that, but let's stab another bale with a pallet fork. Careful. Now, while I've seen, suggested that you should really use bale forks for this task, I have noticed, farmers who have. I've got pallet forks on my tractor at the moment, and I just need to move a bale of hay. They'll use the pallet fork. It doesn't stab as well, but they're not worried about breaking the bale wrapping or anything like that, because it's just going to be cut open and stuck in a animal trough anyway almost immediately. Okay, so they're done. We need water. So this is late autumn day 5. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get a final stage of fertilization on the grass. So we'll only be going with 2 stages, which is a shame because that's going to cut down the yield. And we are done with that for now. Yeah, turn, drive, crash, get stuck on the silo wall. Okay, that's that one done. Let's go get the truck. We are full, aren't we? Yep. Hi, sheeps. And the sun is breaking, cresting the hill. So how much water are you going to need here? Probably about 3 loads of water for this one. I did water the pigs yesterday. The only thing I didn't fully do was the sugar beets, and that's because the pallet was empty. Yeah, I mean, I think when farmers are stacking on a field, they will make sure they're using a bale spike, because you don't want to tear up the cords that hold the bale together when you're going to be stacking it in a barn for ages. But when you're transporting a bale and the next thing you're going to do is cut all the twine off anyway, and I only have to make it as far as the animal trough, if I've got a spike on the front of the tractor, it's going to be good enough. Oh, missed. Ah, that's better. Okay. I'll drop time to ×5 for a minute. So we're starting to be able to see what we're doing. I mean, some of the really big bunkers in Farm Sim, you know, the flat-ended ones, if they're wide enough, you can get a tractor and just drive round and round in circles until it's done. Which is kind of amusing. Hi sheep. Hi other sheep. Lots of sheep. Okay. Oh, actually, no. This is sufficient water for the sheep. It's one of the reasons why I took this truck. You know, I'm not looking at the 8,000 litre water bowser, because the sheep really don't need that much water. Even in the midst of summer, it's no big deal to just use this truck for the job. Oh. Let's press the right button. There we go. I think I may top this off in diesel as well. Yeah, quite. I mean, obviously, if you don't have a bale fork anyway, then you make do with what you have. And there's a farm close to where Mrs. Osa's parents live where they don't have bale forks on front loaders. They have 3-point bale fork attachers, which they just lift the bales off the field and drive them into the yard. Not sure how they stack them once they're in the yard, because obviously you kind of need elevation to get a stack of bales. And there we go. If you can't lift them, you can't stack them. Do I want to get back to this yet? No. I want to... don't want to get back to that yet. Let's... Valtra, hi. Okay. Back that off. Okay. Take care. See you shortly. White Hawk. Unload the front loader. There we go. Still want to go backwards. Now, how much grass do we think the cows will need? Well, who the heck knows? Lots. I'm probably going to go with about 15,000. Oops. Lawfold. Engage. Actually, it really doesn't matter how much grass I pick up. I could go for a full load here. Since the silage bunker is open. Oh, this bit's already been cut recently, hasn't it? Error 404, grass not found. There we go, that's better. Yeah, the top part of this field's the bit I use to feed grass to the cows. The bottom half is part of the full grass cutting thing. Turn the lights on so we can see the long grass and the short grass. I'm glad that in 19 I don't have to feed them everything. They eat what's best for them. We're doing 8,000. Rain on the horizon, so we've got a dry morning. Rain in the afternoon. That's kind of handy. Not that it matters, because the only thing we're harvesting today, apart from this wagon of grass, is the corn chaff, and that's apparently you can do that while it rains. So, yay! Who knew? Up until now, the only thing I knew you could harvest in wet weather on Farm Sim 17 was beets and potatoes. Lift that up. Turn around. Go back the other way. So will keep the cows relatively happy for the rest of the day if we water them as well. I think I'll then jump over to the Massey Ferguson, see if we can get the final stage of fertilisation on the grass field it's parked in, and if we can't, we'll put all that away and give the pigs some sugar beets. Sometimes when the grass is this poor in this field, I'll go and cut the cow pasture. Because the cows don't actually eat the grass there, so we can use that. $21,000. Okay, we're at 63%. So I guess we get up to about 30-something thousand. How far down this field are we? Quite a ways. So we'll try and stay north of that last cut line. Okay, we're out of grass there. Some more here. We're running short again. I'm gonna call that enough. Raise it, fold it, turn it off. Oh, turn it off. And it got very bright all of a sudden, so we can slow time down to 1 times 1. Yeah, you seem to be almost out of grass. How about we do this? Should paddle in it, dude. And the rest of this grass, for a change. Go in here. I think the first year I used that bunker, every time I cut grass for the cows, I would completely fill this trailer. And then, oh, I suppose we should shut the lid. And empty what remained of it in the silage bunker. And I did that for the entire year. And then right at the end of the year I topped it off with the corn silage, compressed it and covered it over. At that point we, for the most part, stopped using silage bales for cow food. Which gives me a little bit more room in this shed. For the hay and the straw. Especially the hay. Okay. Drop that off. We can go and get the water tanker. And the cows will be happy for a few hours. 9:40 already. Possibly don't need a full tank of this either. Nice. Okay. So cows are fully watered. We'll have to feed them tomorrow. We'll have to feed the pigs tomorrow too, so that's no big deal. How close can we get? Oh, close enough. Although this tractor will be picking up a lot of dirt tomorrow in the final grass cut of the year. Assuming the weather plays nice. So I think what I'll try and do is get away with not putting the front loader on this today. Or back on this today. Cows will need fed tomorrow. I think there's probably a little TMR. Probably about half a tank left in there. So if we're really worried about it, we'll be able to at least unload that lot into the trough. And then we can worry about a full feed in the evening. Oops. Oh, forwards. Try not to run the weight over. Okay. So,